Hey everybody, I am Blind Ryan, and this is episode 26 of Final Fantasy XIV Described for the Blind. We are doing the Thamaturge quests to get them out of the way. And since today's Thursday, I will be doing a stream later after I make my... Well, after I make a shit ton of spaghetti for the next, week or so. But anyway, we are talking to Kokobuki. He is black-robed, he is the one with the eye patch, and then his four brothers. Wishes to draw you into the abyss of Thaumaturge's secrets. Your burgeoning power strains against the confines of your untried mortal shell. Another trial you must have. From this day forth, your tasks and challenges will be shaped by the teachings found within Thaumaturge, the yawning abyss, a tome penned by the renowned Thamaturge Zozamaya. My brothers, who have not once tasted the bitter draught of defeat, will instruct you on the vital lessons to be gleaned from the 4 extensive chapters that comprise this exemplary work. Much shall you learn about the threats within which a practitioner of our art must contend. The first chapter, The Threat of Intimacy, falls within Kokobigo's purview. It is only fitting that one so averse to being approached should teach you the wisdom to be uncovered therein. I got a message. Arg! Ah yes, Berkai, I've been expecting you. Allow me to read you the pertinent passages from the opening chapters of Zozamaya's Guide. Ahem. The threat of intimacy. Ah, how magnificent the potent power we wield. Roaring flames, piercing ice, and shocking bolts are matched not by fist, sword, or spear. But the burly warrior waxes fearsome with every closing step. Fists shatter bones, blades slice through flesh, spears puncture soft bellies. Know you this threat and stand you apart from such men. Shiver. Ugh, that last part makes me queasy no matter how often I recite it. The lesson, however, should be obvious. Keep your distance from your foes. Apart from the agony of being hit or stabbed or worse, you'll have a devil of a time completing an incantation with an enemy flailing his weapon at your person. Thus, the wise Thaumaturge always strikes from afar. The further, the better. Now let us proceed with your trial. Take this dried fish and set it down in the vicinity of the Silver Bazaar. Next, simply draw back to a comfortable distance and wait for the vulture to swoop in to feed. That's when you ambush the nasty creature with a barrage of deadly spells. Once you have slain the scavenger, be sure to retrieve a generous slice of vulture meat for Fafafano. He doesn't mind us conducting trials so close to his shop so long as he's properly compensated. Yes, Berkai, we pay him in sorcery-blasted bird flesh. He seems kind of sardonic about that. Got another message from the wife. Let me see here. I'm going to pause this really quick. There we go. Basically what happened is we moved the gamer throne that Chip used to sleep on sometimes, and we switched it with the beanbag that he also sleeps on because he was barking out the window way too much. It's an ongoing battle. You probably heard me bitching about it. And he doesn't like that very much. He's very angry about that. And the gamer throne's in here. The beanbag is where the gamer throne was. The gamer throne is where the beanbag was. And he is having issues with it. And so my thinking is he's going to want to be outside more so that he can go to the Silver Bazaar so that he can wait for people to come home, because that's another reason why he would put his face to the glass, is to wait for people to come home. So my thinking was we should get a sign or something so that if somebody does fuck with him, you know, we'll have recourse. I might use something aside from that particular line might come across as though he's dangerous. That was me trying to make him not sound dangerous. LOL. Read him this. Yes, it probably means he'll want to go outside and wait for people more. Maybe we should get a sign so if Fatty or someone does fuck with him, we'll have recourse. Please do not interact with our dog without permission or something. I might use something aside from that particular line might come across as though he's dangerous. That was me trying to make him not sound dangerous. Also, Fatty can't read, so what good would that sign do? I said, well, we'd have the sign to beat him to death with. Mr. Stop. So yeah, that is a bit outside of the Silver Bazaar, but that's okay. So we put down this dried fish. What the fuck does Scathe do? Feels unaspected. Damage with a potency of... And then we're to wait... Oh, over here. Under a tree, of course. Whoosh. We're gonna move Swift Cast down here. That way it keeps in line with the other, with our other classes. Actually, what I need to do is a Conjurer, Swift Cast, Lucid Dreaming, and Repose. Arcanist, Swift Cast, Lucid Dreaming, and Adel. Okay. Precious Brilliance, Outburst. There we go. There we go. Pop us back. And now we can talk to Fafafano. Who was the merchant from the Silver Bazaar quest? You're done making use of my testing grounds, are you? Cough up the fee then. Hee, there's nothing so tender as a bit of meat pummeled with wanton wizardry. Nice doing business with you, Thamaturge. Hey, it's a small child. Diminutive alchemist. Did you say Thamaturge? Has the mage just completed a guild trial? Ah, Master Alchemist, what brings you out to our bazaar this fine afternoon? The gentleman here just slew himself a plump vulture. You'd be surprised at how many of these scepter-wielding sorcerers end up sliced to ribbons by beak and talon, and that's not the sort of flesh I have a taste for, you understand? My brothers, not again. So the alchemist has blonde hair, red eyes, and a blue robe. And there really isn't much else to him other than that. He's got kind of an upswoop blonde hairdo. Our reporter, off you fuck. There we go. God damn, that is a long minute. Oh, it's 10 o'clock. I wonder if there's any sales on. I'll be right back. Alright, no sales. Sad day. Not terribly surprising, but sad day nonetheless. So back we go to the Thamaturge's Guild. what I'll stream today. Maybe I'll do a double Sims. Because I've still got to do Blind Press and Daryl. And they're both people who might actually tune in to the stream if I tag them in it. We'll see. Oh, I guess they all have blonde hair and red eyes. Because Coco Bigo's we gotta zoom in on his face, and he's got blonde eyebrows. And he's got red eyes and little red beauty marks. Ah, well, welcome back, Burkai. You seem to have done well. Both eyes intact, face appears unshredded. It truly is the most terrible feeling to have one's casting interrupted by heinous injury. It's one of the easier trials, if you ask me. Keep well away from pointy, slashy, bashy things if you want to reach the end of an arcane utterance. That's just common sense. Oh, they all have different markings. Coco Bigo has little lines, or little dashes under his eyes. Fortune favors the fighter who flings fire from afar. I simply love the look of loathing leveled at me by my distant duelist, distressed by my deadly downpour. Wahaha! Kokoboha. Cringe. We Thamaturges excel at offense, but fail miserably at defense. Our most effective strategy is to topple our adversary with overwhelming force before they have a chance to respond. Honor is for knights and dead mages. Kokobuki. Burkai, your studies appear to be progressing nicely. It won't be long before you dominate the battlefield as an avatar of sorcerous destruction. Oh, there's the alchemist. So it's true, Buki. Don't try to hide from me, Bigo, or you, Bonnie, or Bezzy, or Boha. Kokobusi, what are you doing here? Ah, that's his name. You promised you would teach me next. Well, yes, of course we did, Busi, but Burkai here was most insistent. Sniffle. And once again, you brush me aside in the hope that I abandon my heart's desire. Why do you deny me? I hate you, all of you. Please, Busi, you shouldn't say such hurtful things. You know how delicate Bigo is. Cough. That was Kokobusi, our youngest brother. He so dearly wishes to become a Thamaturge like the rest of us, but it simply isn't possible. The poor boy's etheric levels are pitifully low. We thought we had convinced him to accept fate's cruel quirks when he entered the Alchemist Guild, but he yet yearns to walk the path of Thaumaturgy. Now he's running away crying. Such is Kokobusi's determination that he spends all his waking moments experimenting with alchemical concoctions, seeking a method by which he can expand his capacity for arcane manipulation. Well, this is obviously not your concern. Back to the abyss with you, young Thaumaturge, and I mean that in the most encouraging manner possible. Next. Yes, Burkai, yes. The aura of power surrounding you is palpable. The glare begins to blind my Thaumaturge's eye. Your lesson today shall be taught by Kokobani. Go to him and hear from the chapter entitled The Threat of Superiority. Kokobani? Aha, so Burkai, you've come to learn at the foot of the third eldest brother, have you? I promise you, however, your education shall not be third-rate. Let us read from the second chapter, shall we? And are you settled? No last-moment trips to the privy? Very well. The threat of paucity. Ah, how magnificent the ruthless power we wield. Flame devours, ice entombs, and lightning courses through the stricken bodies of our foes. But oh, such desperation when the wellspring runs dry. Flames sputter out, ice melts into slush, and lightning sparks no longer. Know you this threat, and mind you the limits of your mortal vessel. A terrifying thought, isn't it? A Thaumaturge who has exhausted his arcane reserves is not but a man with a stick and a funny hat. For we mages, you may as well equate the etheric energy flowing through our veins with our very lifeblood. Should a battle find us lacking in the precious resource, we are as good as dead. Controlling the expenditure of your power requires an understanding of etheric balance. The scales can tip in one of two directions, astrally or umbrally. When your mind and spirit lean in an umbral direction, your Thaumaturgy is affected by a state known as umbral ice. The potency of your spells is diminished, but they also require less energy to invoke. On the other hand, a Thaumaturge in the astral fire state will find potency of his incantations increase, but at a greater cost to his etheric stamina. Now, with the concepts of etheric balance and efficient casting foremost in your mind, I bid you go forth and slay 8 efts. Do your best to stay alive. It reflects badly on me when a mauled corpse of one of my pupils is returned to the ogery. Don't let me see what his fucking face looks like. Maybe I can zoom in. Oh, he's the one with the lines. The lines under the eyes and then the dots over one of the eyes. I'll never remember these fucking people. Slay 8 Fs. Oh, black brush. Okay, we can zip there. We can zippity zoop on along. To the Adventurers Guild. Order black brush. Alright. While I'm thinking about it, I'm going to turn on these. It is kind of warm. Didn't even really have to nudge it very much. Fucking, this thing runs off of a thermostat. If it gets cold, or I guess if it gets too warm, it fires up the AC. So I can leave it at like 5 or 6 and it'll give me air the whole day, but it only gives one temperature of air, which is cool. Which I don't mind so much. I've managed to keep myself from boiling alive. There's an eft. Yep, it's a salamander. Swing fireballs at him. Oh, these wind-up times are awful. Ah, it's nighttime. Go. Now we're in a underground lake, I guess. Or maybe it's not a lake. But it sure is underground. Yeah, it's just a cave where the pond broke through the mountain. And we need to find 2 more Fs. Oh, there they are. Yep. Now back to Oldopolis. I've got to join a grand company so that I can get rid of all this green and purple shit. Because you get company seals for doing that. Reporter, Olda. Yeah. A nail that I gotta fucking file out. Let's get back into town at least. I hate when I catch the corners on things and they fuck up the nail. There we go. I can't stand having little nail bits hanging off, because then it makes me want to chew them. And then I end up ripping off, like, big hunks of my fucking nail. It's no good. Back to the Thami. Back to the Ogery. Yeah, I wonder if I can beat this guy at a triple triad match. I want to try now. I'll be right back. Ah, that motherfucker has a gimmick. It's where it's reversed. So the lower numbers do better. And I don't have low numbers. I've got high numbers. Shit. Oh well. Aha, you arrived before me, upright and breathing. Wonderful. It is so much simpler to pose questions to a student without having to resort to necromantic divination. Tell me, Berkai, what action would you take if you found your thaumaturgical endurance exhausted in the midst of battle? Brandish my scepter as a club. Yes, the scepter is certainly a lethal instrument of death. Your death, you valorous fool. Remember the first chapter. We do not close distance with our enemies. And we certainly do not hit them with our finely crafted tools of thaumaturgy. Pray consider replenishing your energy with a vial of ether before humiliating yourself in melee combat. Ah, ether, the drought of the gods. We thaumaturges, indeed any who practice the art of arcane manipulation, value this substance above all others. Thus it was with unbridled fury that we received the most recent report of beastman activity. It seems an Amalja raiding party has attacked a caravan on the trade routes and made off with an entire crate of precious ether. The time has come for you to put your new knowledge to the test, annihilate those Amalja bandits, and retrieve the cargo of ether-filled vials. According to the report, the armored war transport was last spotted to the south of Drybone. Ah, and I believe Kokobuki has an additional request. While you are busy incinerating Amalja, be sure to collect some samples of their blood, assuming you can draw any from their smoking remains. Okay. Drybone, eh? Go to the Chocobo. Go to Drybones. And I will be right back. Alright. So here we are at Drybone. We gotta go to the south. We'll go for a wee sprint. And we will kill these fucking Amalja. Goddamn lizard men. I'm genuinely curious about the gladiator and pugilist quests, because those kind of seem boring. At least their people do. An old pervert and a knight. Ooh. So now we're at the armored war transport. We sense a hostile presence. Couple of lizard men. Ah, they're both fucking They're both fucking, they were both thaumaturges. That's pretty funny. There we go. I guess they needed their, fix, too. Are you fucking kidding me? Now I've got to go all the way back again? Ugh. I hate back and forth. So let me go to the goddamn chocobo and... Man, I hope that later quests aren't this bad. There's the chocobo keep. Back to Ul'dah. And I will be right back again. Alright, I'm back. I was watching a video. We are back in the Ogery. We're going to talk to Kokobani. Do I detect the scent of ether? And I trust that stench is Amalja blood. Oh, 10 vials, 20, 30? The sight of so much ether is just so very comforting. Hey, it's Buki. What have we here, Kokobani? Is this the crate that was stolen? I see Burkai's lessons have had the desired effect. I will assume the vile viscous liquid you have there is beastman blood. Kokobusi should be pleased. Kokobuki, you left word for me to visit the Ogery. Have you finally decided to begin my training in Thamaturgy? Ah, Kokobusi, good of you to come. Burkai here was kind enough to obtain a supply of Amalja blood for you. An alchemist acquaintance of mine explained how you had been using the substance in your research to create a mana-amplifying elixir. Naturally, we are most interested in the results of such experiments. So you see, Busi, your work as an alchemist already puts you in a position to work alongside us. You needn't become a thaumaturge to be part of the family. That's right, Busi. Besides, the battlefield is a dangerous place, and our skills are not exactly suited to keeping others safe from harm. I see. This is but another attempt to dissuade me from pursuing my true calling. I do not want to cheer you on from the safety of my workbench. I want to fight at your side. Busi, we just cannot stand the thought of you being harmed. Pray do not do anything foolish. I do apologize, brother. I sometimes forget how difficult it must be not having a natural aptitude for the arcane arts. As I mentioned before, Burkai, Kokobusi is dangerously unsuited for the wielding of thaumaturgy. Even with the proper training, he would be unable to cast magics as we can. Were he to attempt to force a manifestation of power, the strain on his etheric reserves would likely kill him. But let us not dwell on this unpleasant circumstance. For you, on the other hand, are brimming with thaumaturgic potential. Remain diligent in your studies and do not cease your efforts to expand your wellspring of power. And off Buki walks. Busi's all sad and kicking the ground and looking depressed. Poor Busi. Alright. Here's our level 15 quest. Come, Burkai, the Yawning Abyss beckons once more. Today, Kokobezi will instruct you from the chapter entitled The Threat of Superiority. Let's see if I can see what Bezi looks like. Bezi is the one with the black angular markings on his face around his eyes. You're come for your lesson, Burkai? Then heed well my words. The threat of superiority. Ah, how magnificent the intimidating power we wield. Flames sear the air, ice frosts the ground, and lightning flashes with blinding incandescence. But not all are cowed by our elemental fury. Ignite not your flames, summon not your ice, and strike not with your lightning. Know you this threat, and stay your hand against such foes. Once you cut away all the overblown imagery, the passage draws attention to an important tactic. A wise thaumaturge does not engage in battle against opponents he cannot defeat. A fine example would be avoiding conflict with Ul'dah's multitude of furious merchants. Those soulless, ravening creatures are afflicted with the madness of insatiable avarice. Do you perhaps recall the crate of ether you retrieved from the Amalja bandits? While a number of irate peddlers have arrived at the guild with the gall to demand recompense for the few measly vials we emptied as our just reward. Alright, yes, we drank the entire bloody box, but the point is the guild cannot presently afford to pay such a sum. Thus I pass to you the secret of my last and most potent defense. Shameless weeping. I'm not speaking of a few tears here. I want you to stride up to those tyrannical traitors and cry your eyes out. Damn, dick! You cowardly bitch. I do not like thaumaturgy. A Rogadin, a human, and a kitty. The cry emote is just him wiping his eyes a little. Well, you needn't cry about a few vials of ether, lad. I'll tell you what. You dry your eyes for me and I'll take care of the loss out of my own purse. Definitely made for women. And you can think that's sexist, but I didn't make the quest. Alright, son. I know you're the one who chased down those Emulsion brutes for us. I'll let it go this time, for your own sake. It's not that. Oh dear, I'm not angry at you, you understand. It's those 5 ether-addled brothers I take issue with. You tell them next time this happens, I'll have the price taken out of their unprincipled hides. Yeah, that worked out well. A masterful performance, Berkai. The sniffling was a nice touch. You will, however, encounter foes who are unmoved by such piteous wailings. Take their recent request, for instance, which I have nominated to serve as your next trial. A team of scholars has asked for a Thamaturge to destroy a cursed relic they unearthed known as Mormo's Urn. While pottery is by and large immune to tears, it is the Alakran thieves that subsequently stole it that concern me. The Alakran are an organization of criminals not normally known for their gentle and understanding dispositions. Rather than attempting to engage an entire gang of their thugs, I would suggest you neutralize the threat to your person with a well-timed sleep spell. The Alakran have been seen traveling in the southeast of Drybone. Find them and destroy the urn they carry. Oh, for fuck's sake, screw this. I'm just gonna fucking teleport. Drybone. Lest I get stuck with another fucking video to watch. It was a really entertaining video. It reminded me of all the crappy Fallout quests I fucking hated doing. Alright. Bro. He's standing on a cloud. He's wearing street clothes. Alright, up the ramp. And out of the settlement we go. Fuck. Oh, back. Story of my fucking life. Oh, I know where this is. Oh, Chip wants me. Be right back. Awesome. Chip gave a little scratch at the door. Came in, jumped up on the chair, went right to sleep. Even let me cover him up. Well, I say cover him. We've got these little light blankets that don't really do very much in terms of heat. But he likes being covered up. Because he's a big, aggressive dog. Oh, speaking of that, that 4chan thread is still fucking going. I don't know how the hell. But, yeah, when, somebody responding to a picture that I really love that I got of Chip where he's bleeding from his ear because one of the neighbor dogs nipped him a little. So this is not 2 minutes after a neighbor dog accidentally nicked Chip's ear. I bet your sweet little puppers didn't do nothing. I said, well, he didn't attack back, if that's what you mean. He understood it was an accident. Honestly, they kept playing like a rambunctious puppy is wont to do. I wonder if they'll even understand what the word means. It really is a crapshoot with 4chan. Sometimes they'll understand, sometimes they won't. Big words are difficult. Okay. Sleep is Alt Q. That's good to know. Okay, now we get shrunk down to level 19. Q. I don't actually know where we're supposed to go. Oh, we're in a canyon. Oh, I guess we don't go across the bridge. fuck are we supposed to go? Oh, there it is. Oh, motherfucker. That didn't work at all. Yeah, I'm fucked. So we'll try that again. We'll just kill them one at a fucking time. Select difficulty. Normal, easy, or very easy. Fuck it, I want to see how easy very easy is. Will they let me one-shot them? The Echo grants you strength beyond your limits. Holy Lord, that is a lot of damage, and that is a lot of... that is a lot of damage I'm not taking. Who's being sneaky? I'm not being sneaky. Called me a sneaky bastard. I'm going in guns blazing like Billy Big Dick because I'm on super easy mode. You know what happens if you fail super easy mode? That'd be pretty funny. Kai, a moment, if you please. Pray allow me to shatter that urn. Hey, it's Boosie. It's the alchemist. I thought that if I assisted you with your task, then my brothers might finally deign to take me seriously, so I followed you. What have we got here, then? A couple of nosy sand rabbits that are about to get skinned. Oh, it's another thief. A lancer and a thaumaturge. Oh, dear gods, where did they come from? He's freaking out. I'm no thaumaturge, but I still have my tricks. Are you injured? I have a salve for that. Oh, I get it. Now we leave. Rokobusi the cross. Come on. Oh, I ran out of mana. I love how Boosie's bonking him. Presumably with the pestle. Or no, it's an alembic. That was simply incredible, Berkai. I wish I could wield the same sort of power. I became an alchemist in the hopes of creating some manner of mana-amplifying elixir, but all my efforts have been for naught. The results have been far too mild to make any difference. I'll never be a thaumaturge like my brothers at this rate. I'll forever be the pitiful, powerless little sibling. He walks over. We both walk over. To the urn, which kind of looks like it's made out of spiderwebs. Mormo's urn. If I destroy it, then maybe my family will see what I'm capable of. Wait. Don't you dare break my urn. Ah, what the? Did that piece of pottery just talk? Are you Mormo the Void Scent? Hee well, yes, I am Mormo, but I'm one of the nice Void sent. It was the nasty ones that sealed me up in here for helping a mortal. If you'd be so kind as to open the lid of my urn, I would be happy to grant you a wish. Anything you desire. Fortune? Fame? I am not really interested in fame or fortune. Perhaps there is one thing. I'd like to have etheric power equal to that of my brothers. Power, is it? A perfectly acceptable wish. In fact, I sense the latent ability buried deep within your spirit. It'll be a simple thing for me to turn it loose. So Boosie picks up the urn. And we're like, no. Wait. And now he's been possessed. Well, I don't feel any different at all. I think Mormo may have been lying. Come, Berkai, it's time we were leaving. Oh, weren't we supposed to break this urn? He throws it off the cliff. And that is that. Yes, this will be such fun. Ahem. I mean, it will be nice to return home after all this excitement. Yeah, he is possessed. Holy Gavalt. So we will return to the gold saucer. And now it's back to the Thamaturge's Guild. There. Oh, I've got to try this motherfucker again. It's gonna piss me off. Oh, I hate that one. Well, anyway. Welcome back, Berkai. I'm glad to see you making a habit out of not dying. Before we discuss your trial further, I would ask you about Kokobusi. When I saw him but a few moments ago, he seemed odd. Well, odder than usual. Would you happen to know aught of it? Kokobusi joined me at my trial. Busi was at your trial? Hey, it's Buki. It is extraordinarily dangerous and foolish to interfere with the Thamaturge's training. I shall have to scold him most heartily. Such unpleasantness aside, I am impressed you claimed victory in spite of the unexpected developments. The teachings of the Yawning Abyss have served you well. With your experience and control thus demonstrated, I believe you are ready to add a new spell to your repertoire, Scathe. This elementally neutral blast of force will prove effective against all manner of opponents. As I'm sure you're eager to test this incantation's efficacy, I shall grant you leave to return to your training. I pity the next hostile creature that crosses your path. Oh, Christ. I'm yawning. Why does the music make me yawn? Berkai, you're safe. I feared you had fallen victim to the Mage Slayer. Have you not heard of the recent spate of gruesome killings taking place within Ul'dah? Each case involves at least one dead Thaumaturge, and every corpse is found bloody, battered, and utterly drained of etheric energy. Ill tidings aside, I'm glad to see you alive and glowing with vitality. It's time for you to delve into the final chapter of the Yawning Abyss. Kokoboha, our second youngest sibling, will read to you from the Threat of Perplexity. He's sitting on something. Wahaha! Greetings, Berkai. Are you once more prepared to peruse the pages of Power and Peril? Then let us begin. The threat of perplexity. Ah, how magnificent the daunting power we wield. Flames pursue, ice transfixes, and lightning dances into the ranks of our enemies. But what terror descends when from all sides those ranks close? Flames are smothered, ice crushed, and lightning grounded. Know you this threat, and wear you the multitudinous foe. Is the point of the passage readily apparent? It would be most problematic, for example, should you meet this malefic mage slayer and he or she proves to be multiple murderers. What a thaumaturge needs is a thick-set thrall or courageous companion to accompany him in cases where collective cronies are expected. Now, as for your trial, Kokoboha, pray allow me to suggest a practical course for Bakai's training. Hey, it's Busi. The town is buzzing with news of yet more slaughtered thaumaturges. Their mutilated bodies found fouling the waters of Nafka's well. I would have Berkai aid me in hunting down the culprit while the tale is yet fresh. Busi's talking weird. Berkai may have tolerated your interruption of his trial last time, Busi, but you are hardly the hardy henchman he needs to clear such a hazardous hurdle. Your concerns are understandable, brother. If it would allay your fears, I can introduce Berkai to a valiant warrior who recently entered my employ. You have secured the services of a stalwart swordsman, then that would indeed be in line with learning the lesson of the day. Perhaps... Come now, Berkai, let us be about our business before Kokoboha has a chance of heart. I'll be waiting for you in Nafka's well. Was that Kokobusi? Buki finds his brother strange. Wait, Horizon? We can get there easily. That's one of those minute-long drives. That's fine. Go. Ah, shit. Zipped right past it. I mean, not too far past it, but far enough. There we go. Like I said, not too far. A stalwart swordsman. The Wallafell promised me a sack full of gil to do what I do best, and that's keeping all the attention on me. Ha! Ah, Berkai, so good of you to come. My Rogadin friend here is the warrior I mentioned back at the Ogery. Now, there's no time to waste. Why don't you head into the stream and examine the bodies of the slain mages? I would go with you, but with my delicate stomach, I fear I might contaminate the scene. Remember, you're looking for anything that might help us track down this killer. So now we've got to go into the stream itself. It's not even a stream. It's not even a crick. It's barely anything. It's a Thamaturge's Cops. Doesn't say what the evidence is. Where is the third one? There he is. Hey, it's a Lullafell. And we climb out of the crick. And we run back to Boosie and his warrior friend. Did you uncover anything incriminating? A bloody scepter, a shredded tome, and a bloody bracelet. Hee, the blood is yet slick to the touch. The slaughter must have been recent indeed. The villain may yet lurk nearby. Return to the creek where the bodies lay and linger for a time. I dare say your aura, saturated as it were, as it is with enticing etheric energy, will lure the Mage Slayer into the open. Have courage, Berkai. Our burly companion stands ready to leap to your aid. Yeah, that's not a trap at all. No one knows why Cactus Jack feels the need to rain his 100 needles down upon all who happen by, because few have lived long enough to ask him. Not that he would answer if he were asked, or that anyone would be able to understand him if he were to answer. That is a great reference. Everyone knows I mark for Cactus Jack. At least I used to. Wait here, upon this stone. Soul Sucker Imp. Aha, the demon shows its claws. I'll keep it busy, you just focus on magicking. That bastard's got some nasty spells. Stay well back, you hear? Seemingly ordinary imp. Put the bugger to sleep. I can't take 3 at once. Okay. Shit. There we go. Fucking imps. Little baby-headed bastards. That takes care of that. I'm off to collect me coin. Yeah, I just saw it. Oh shit. I'll be right back. Fuck, almost forgot to pause. That was the wrong button. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. The wife came home and we had to talk dental. She still hasn't called the surgeon place, but she's going to ask for herself too, so... She needs a shit ton of fillings, which are covered by the insurance she has, a root canal, and a crown, which are not covered, because if that tooth got removed, she wouldn't be able to talk right, or eat right. And then she needs a separate tooth pulled, so... Oof. Big oof. And the crown and root canal are going to be $1,300. Ugh. It seems your partnership with our hired blade went splendidly. It is unfortunate, though, that one of the imps was able to flutter away. Oh, did you not notice? You wouldn't wish to report to Kokoboha with your trial but half finished, would you? Of course not. I'm afraid, however, that the Rogadin has already collected his recompense and departed for the nearest alehouse. What to do? What to do? Surely a thaumaturge of your caliber can handle a single imp, yes? If I'm not mistaken, it fled into that little cave over there. Hurry now, before it slips away into some hidden nook or cranny. Sounds like exactly what I had done, and the price is just about the same. Don't jump when they rip out the base of that dying nerve in your root. It hurts. It fucking hurts enough to start with. Oh, God in heaven. So we go into this cave. Shaded outcropping. Oh, it's Boosie! Who would have thunk? My dude does not look happy. He looks so cranky. Really? Throwing knives? Hey, it's Buki! That is not Kokobusi. Well, it is Kokobusi, but a Kokobusi possessed by the void scent that escaped them from Mormo's urn. It was feeding on the etheric energy of all those slain thaumaturges. He hit his knife with a fire spell. Balla, Buki. Hee, and you, my dear Mana-rich Burkai, were to be next. I have wanted to absorb your delicious power since the moment we met. A pity. This has been such an amusing charade. However, did you see through it? I am Kokobusi's brother. How could I not? It is time I destroyed you, Mormo, and put a stop to these sinister killings. As the eldest, I must take responsibilities for my family's misadventures. Does that mean you're going to turn yourself in and get arrested? Hee, a coward like you destroy me? Your opening strike should have pierced my heart, but instead you aim for the knife. Fear stays your hand. Fear that slaying me will also slay your sibling. I don't have a fear like that. I'd gladly kill the little bitch. He jumped to the ceiling. Hee, poor spineless thaumaturge. I shall, however, leave you with a pleasant thought. It was Kokobusi's fervent wish to amass this power. He craved the arcane strength to stand beside his brothers as an equal. What a shame that he must stand against you. He teleported away. It pains me to admit, but there is some truth to that creature's words. I surrendered the perfect opportunity to end this. I had betrayed my own teachings. Return to the Osier and report to the completion of your trial, Burkai. I will remain here for a time and gather my thoughts. Now, how do we get out of here? Well, I don't feel like dealing with it, so... Good old Thamaturge's Guild. gotta try again. This motherfucker. Be right back. Alright, longest fucking video ever. We're back in the Ogery. I finally beat that motherfucker, but I can't get any of his cards for some reason, so I'll have to do that later. But I found out I can make my own decks, and I made a super small, low deck for reverse style. Anyway. Kokoboha. Berkai, Kokobuki has advised me of your adventures. It seems the Mage Slayer slithered away, but your stint with the Swordsman was nonetheless successful. Consider this chapter complete. Your time with our Tome of Teachings is at an end. Well, to be absolutely accurate, there is an addendum with additional advice, but Kokobuki considers it extracurricular. Even I dare not delve into those diabolical depths. I do not yet deign to die, you understand? Alright, Buki, what you got for me, bubby? I have yet to inform my brothers of Kokobusi's misfortune. I have yet to reconcile the maelstrom within my own mind. The most fundamental lessons of Thamaturge demanded I slay the creature where it stood. It was the most opportune moment to strike. Minimal risk and victory all but assured. How many more will suffer at my hesitation and my cowardice? It will likely be some time, however, before Mormo surfaces to kill again. Now that we have uncovered the deception, the Void Scent will seek a new hunting ground where Kokobusi's face is unknown, and though the respite may be brief, I must devote this time to considering my next course of action. Pray leave me to my musings, Berkai. Now what? Ego? What's all this then? Hang on. Fuck, all these messages! Alright, I'm just gonna keep getting messages, and I'm just gonna deal with it. Kokobigo wishes to enlist your assistance. Berkai, I saw you coming this time. I've been more watchful since Kokobuki told us about that dreadful business with Kokobusi. We must locate our unfortunate younger sibling as soon as possible and deal with him. But Kokobuki is not his usual unflappable self. It frightens me to see our eldest so indecisive. It terrifies me, in fact. Perhaps you might speak with him and help banish this air of uncertainty. Yee. Berkai, long have I agonized over Kokobusi's plight and the measures I might take to extricate it from it. Yeah, words. It's a good thing that's not my job. It would not do to call upon my Thamaturge colleagues. No, they would simply seek to obliterate my brother outright. Our teachings from the Yawning Abyss allow for no other alternative. There is, however, one tiny glimmer of hope. I have had word that scholars who requested the destruction of Mormo's urn have returned from their expedition. They are currently in Camp Drybone, blowing the ink dry on their collective findings regarding that wretched Void Scent. I'd ask you to go to the experts of otherworldly phenomena and beg permission to peruse their work. So off we fuck to Drybone again. No, I don't want a fucking freebie. Telly. Drybone. Nope. Okay, so where are these people? Oh, I gotta explore the fucking city. Man. Let's talk to this merchant. Nope. No longer. Are they in... No, they're not in the store. Come on. Collect the chapters of the Book of Mormo. Not in here either. Fuck! Could they be in the inn? There's no way. Fuck! Alright, I'll be right back. Alright, we got a treasure hunt on our hands, but luckily I got a guide. Smirking Void Math. If you seek the definitive work on Mormo, then seek no further. I have penned an in-depth analysis of a most cunning ritual, a method contrived by mages of Eld to annihilate the soul of this especially potent Void Scent. When it comes to draining such a creature of its etheric energies, one must... but I have not time to stand here expulsing the intricacies of shaping arcane pottery. Here, take my chapter and read it at your leisure. So one is atop a building. Oh, there he is. And then the other one is inside of the building. 13-7-24-8. Flustered Void Math. You wish to learn of Mormo right this instant, but we barely... How did you... Well, I suppose I could spare a copy of my writings. I've already prepared several extra sets to share with potential publishers. I can well understand your curiosity. Mormo is truly fascinating, even among the oddities of the Void Sense. She is far too powerful to make use of the tiny holes that open between our realities. Thus must send across only her spirit to possess a corpse or some other suitable host. You'll find it all explained there in the second chapter. Ugh, I fucking hate these things where they don't just tell you where the goddamn thing is. And yes, it's because I'm blind and can't see shit anyway. You're interested in reading our book of Mormo? Of course. It'd be a pleasure to share our findings of this fellow student of the Void Sin. Here's the first chapter, my own humble contribution to the research. It tells the tale of how we became aware of the creature's existence and delves into the nature of the urn that imprisoned our fell power. And now we go back to Ul'dah. We want the Thamaturge's Guild. Oh shit, I realized I forgot to write something down real quick. Since today is rest day, I need not walk. Yay! Yet another message. You have the 3 chapters of the Book of Mormo? 1 letter. 1 letter. The histories unearthed in the ruins of Sildee depict the suffering wrought by a singularly powerful voidsent, the cunning, terrible seductress known as Mormo. With genius born of desperation, the mages of now fallen city fashioned an urn that would drain and imprison the etheric vitality of any creature that laid a hand or claw upon it. Mormo, believing she was receiving a gift of appeasement from the beleaguered citizens, found her very essence drawn forth and trapped within the ensorcelled pot. Over the course of several centuries, the captive etheric energy was intended to weaken and dissipate, allowing any surviving descendants to safely shatter the urn and thus destroy Mormo's enervated spirit. The pot's lid was never to be opened again. To do so would release the ravenous void scent, freeing her soul to enslave the nearest mortal vessel. As possession of this nature is irreversible, the only mercy afforded to such a host would be a swift and decisive demise. This explains Mormo's fixation on Thamaturgicide. Kokobusi's body provided little arcane sustenance for the weakened voidsent, forcing her to prey upon richer sources of aether to restore her hideous power. This morsel of information may prove most vital. In fact, it may be the only glimmer of hope our poor sibling has. Pray hand this work over to Kokobigo. I shall be along momentarily. Let's see what was said. Shudder. This is a work devoted to studying that nasty void scent. I should hope it provides some hint of salvation. Kokobuki. These passages hold naught but misery and despair. It seems we have little choice but to employ our traditional approach. Though fraught with danger, there is one solution that promises an alternate to killing Kokobusi. If we fail, however, it will likely mean death for us all. Who is this mad mage that poses as our eldest brother? What of avoiding all threats, of eliminating the risks? Is that not how we Thaumaturges do battle? With each passing moment, Mormo draws ever closer to her full strength. It pains me to even suggest it, but we should strike now, Kokobuki, while the void scent is yet feeble. I share that selfsame sentiment. Sorrowful though it may be, we must slay our enslaved sibling, and soon. Listen, brothers, for my solution is thus. In return for releasing Kokobusi from Mormo's thrall, will offer her the void scent, a chance to glut herself on my mana. Gasp, you cannot! That succubus will drain you to a lifeless husk, and such a feast will awaken all her terrible magics. The well of my power is vast. I wager Mormo's thirst will be slaked before my spirit fully runs dry, and the newly enlivened void scent, she will then face the combined wrath of Berkai and 4 guildmasters of Thaumaturgy. How can we hope to prevail against this paragon of preternatural potency, when we have always avoided adversaries against whom we hold no advantage? fault lies with me. Ever have I encouraged such avoidance and taught only the wisdom of certain victory. It is time we learn the courage to fight battles of unsure outcome. And it is you, Burkai, that I ask to instruct us. There is yet one chapter left in the Yawning Abyss, one that is customarily hidden from newer members. Undertake the trial found within, and show my brothers what it means to be brave. Quiver, how can you ask such a thing of poor Burkai when even his guildmasters have yet to attempt this ghastly test? The arcane might you all possess is far greater than you believe. Burkai, once you deem yourself prepared for the lesson of the true final chapter, meet us in the hallowed hall of Thal's Respite. Where? Oh, there. Okay, we're going to the South Shroud, going to Camp Tranquil, and then we're just going straight south, because it's actually cheaper to go that way. Or faster. Damn. Alright. What are these? Leaves? Okay, we'll do those later. Alright. So here we are on our stumpy place. We jump down. And we go through. To the south. Away from the swamp. Now it's just trees. Trees and trees and trees and trees and trees. And a condor. Oh, I hate fucking thinking about dental stuff. Blah. There we go. I will be right back. Bunch of messages, obviously. Alright. So, let's... God fucking damn it! There. Alright. I swear to God, I'm gonna start shutting Discord off when I do these so I can get them done without having to pause 50 fucking times in a video! Ugh. But at the same time, it's information we need. Like when I needed to let Chip out to see the wife. So fuck, I don't know. It's just so frustrating. I mean, I know you guys don't mind it because I can just pause it and it's a quick blip for you guys, but I keep losing my fucking train of thought when I'm doing these. So anyway, we're going into a cave past that little area where we were doing quests up past that big bridge. Oh, it's a shrine. Oh, there they are. I guess we're meeting them all. I regret having to drag you into our family's troubles, but I am confident with the many and terrible trials you have bested already, you will prevail once more. The hidden chapter of the Yawning Abyss presents a trial that challenges the accumulated knowledge and skills of a single Thamaturge. You must employ all the tools at your disposal if you hope to seize victory this day. Let the trial commence. There is no escape from this abyss. The void spills into our realm, on wings of inky shadow. Void Herald. Thal's teeth I can barely watch. Burkai, try to keep your blood inside your body. I'll get right on it, champ. We will zap them. Catch your breath while you can. The next threat is at hand. The rift in the void ever widens. The dross of the abyss takes shape. Destroy them swiftly, lest you perish. The little slugs. Ah! I got silenced. Shit. Alright. We need kaboom. Ah, it was the wrong kaboom! There we go. Now we gotta kill more of these fucking bats. Once again, you defy the void. The final nightmare approaches. The jagged gate is wretched open. The Lord of Flies cometh. It's a big fucking fly. Whoa. Void jumper. Nice. Light him up. This fucking fly is hard. Fuck off, you stupid fly. Tremble, I cannot stop shaking, but I think this may actually be excitement. You see now, my brothers, with the primal energies of Thamaturge at your command, there is no threat which you cannot overcome. Perhaps there is a chance to save Kokobushi. I need to consider some of my strategies. Seems we have been wasting our potential. I would never have believed it was possible for mage to show such courage and live. What a wonder Berkai was. I felt my fingers itching to fling fire with a fury. Imagine, my siblings, what towering enemies you might topple should you stand firm together. Thank you, Berkai. Your inspiring display of magecraft has set the minds of my brothers reeling with new possibilities. Let us now return to the guild and discuss what is to come. Okay. And back we go to Ulda. Shit. So we pop over to the Thamaturge's guild. And we talk to Buki again. What a formidable team you all shall make. Kokobigo, Kokobani, Kokobezi, Kokoboha, Berkai, even Mormo must wither before the onslaught of your combined thaumaturgy, but before we engage in the Void Scent, perhaps some time is needed for my brothers to unlearn their ingrained inclinations. Meanwhile, I suggest you hurl yourself into the chasm of your studies. Your fearless thaumaturgy is as a beacon to us all. I'm a beacon. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Time to do the final quest. And we get Mana Ward. Creates a barrier that nullifies damage. Oh, damn. Damn! 120-second recast. Fuck me. Fortune has favored us, Berkai. Kokobushi has been spotted in Vesper Bay. We cannot let this opportunity pass us by. Head there with all due haste, and with you, take these descriptions of my brother's likeness and Mormo's mannerisms. Relay this information to some of the local residents and see what you can find. Oh, for fuck's sake. Honestly, it's probably just as bad as it is because I don't like playing a Thaumaturge and I really don't like the teachers. And then, of course, Vesper Bay. I can't fucking travel there, so I've got to take a chocobo. I'll be right back again, because obviously I'm getting messages. Alright, here we are in Vesper Bay. At least I can find these people. Bashful Geyser. What's that sign? You say you're looking for someone? I believe I saw your Lalafell in the company of a couple of adventurers hailing from Limsa, Marauder, and a Thamaturge right, hazard a guess. I think they were talking about seeing the area north of here. There's one. Is there anybody in this store? There is not. There's two. Grabbird. Just villagers. Something I can do for you, stranger? Now that you mentioned it, I did see a Lalafell who matches this description. He was watching the fairies come in with more than a passing interest, looking to hire some adventurers or some such, I reckon. Falkland again. Welcome to the Pissed Peast, love. What can I get you? Ah, information, is it? Aye, that little bloke was in here bringing a blush to all the young maiden's cheeks. What he lacked in height, and he certainly made up for in boldness. Left with more than one lass on his arm, he did. Well, that's a thing. Hey, it's Buki! So Mormo has chosen this as her new hunting ground. The maidens seduced by the succubus will be prepared as vessels to hold her fully restored power. I fear they will have already been slain. As to the adventurers, well, I think you can imagine what Mormo intends for the Thamaturge. We must find and warn those unwitting Lamentsons before the Void Scent strikes again. You were told they may be heading north, yes? It would be best for you to follow suit. Alright, up I go. So we go through this tunnel. The tunnel under the mountain. Named Marauder. Still here. It's still here somewhere close. Mormo's missionary. Fucking lead goblins were walking around. That's a female Rogadan. Methinks, lad. Oh, me head. The little bastard said he would give us the grand tour of Ul'dah. It's been grand, all right. Please, he took me mate further north. I think he was muttering something about moondrip. Urkai, what has befallen? I sense the presence of Void Scent, but appears you have things well in hand. Ugh, Mormos and Moondrip, a fitting place for the battle to come. It's time to finish this, my brother. Kokobusi will be a slave to that fiend no longer. Oh, we have to kill Yars and scavengers. Well, get that out of the way. Crab spiders. Bonk. Oh, cool. Only had to kill 2 of them. I shall approach Mormo first, as we discussed. If the bargaining proceeds smoothly and the Void Scent feasts on my proffered mana, then she should soon manifest in her demonic form. Once she is fully present, that is when you unleash the seething power of the Abyss. Though after lecturing for so long on how a Thamaturge should avoid such threats, I yet hold doubts as to whether such a direct conflict is the correct path. Berkai, in your experience, what do you consider to be a Thaumaturge's greatest strength? Overwhelming destructive might. Yes, there are none who can match our propensity for fiery ruin. We need not run from danger, but rather implore your unrivaled powers to incinerate all that seek to do us harm. I am decided. My fate awaits me. I have faith that no matter what becomes of me, you shall succeed in destroying Mormo, ending her threat to this realm. Ooh, lightning. Oh, the Thaumaturge is getting sucked dry. Enough, Mormo! Well, well, if it isn't the eldest of the cowardly Thaumaturge brothers, I thought you'd be busy whimpering under your bed, wishing I'd just disappear. Shakes head. I've come to offer you a deal. I know you seek the etheric energy needed to substantiate your true form, but how much time do you intend to waste feeding on these lesser mages? Compared to these stripling soldiers and their trembling arcane flames, my power is as a blazing sun. Would you not prefer to take what I can give you? Drain my strength and assume your rightful appearance. I am sure you think me a coward, but that is of no consequence. I only wish Kokobusi returned to us unharmed. While she lightnings this fucking kitty mage. Hee hee hee, you are wise to acquiesce, mage. At least the kitty's getting the fuck out of there. Kokobusi falls down. Kokobuki falls down. They both fall down. And the vessels get eaten. And there she is, a succubus, with horns, and blue skin, and long hair, and bone armor. Hee hee, at long last, my true body, my true power is mine once more. I believe a stretching of the old arcane muscles is in order. Ooh, she ain't wearing very much, and she's got wings. They seem afraid. Oh no, you don't, Void Scent. We won't let you leave here alive. They're trembling. I am not trembling. Hee hee hee, so you risk your lives in a valiant rescue attempt. You should not bet what you are not prepared to lose. I shall tear the aether from your very marrow. Alright, Wide Eyes, let's fucking go. Your screams are my sustenance. I will keep Mormo focused on me. Stay well back. The Craven is gonna do that? Okay. I'll lend Kokobigo my support. My Thaumaturge will rend the very air. Damn, this bitch's got a ton of health. Frightened? Ha, I fry fiends for fun. So yeah, we're just throwing shit at her. Throwing fire, throwing ice. It's all coming back to me. Why don't you come a little closer? No. Hey, fuck you, lady. Having none of that pish. Status afflicted. There we go. What in the name of gods was that? Intimacy. She weaves our threats as spells. My spells were silenced, but we must muster our magics. Let's keep calm now. She seeks to perplex and confound us. We got her down to half health. Resilient little nuisances, the stones will drink your blood. She conjures minions from the void. Oh wait, I know what I need to do. Bitch! There we go, we'll throw AoE at him. Come on. God damn it, I ran out of fucking... Got you, little fucker. The dinking her. Damn, this bitch has got so much health. No, for centuries I dreamed of escape. I will not be denied. You've been denied, bitch. And nobody died. Fuck, that was close. It was a good fight, at least. We won? We won! Victory is ours! Kokobushi, Kokobuki, Mormo is dead. Hey, it's Busi. Where am I? Thank Thal you're awake, Kokobuki. Thank Thal you're awake. Kokobuki, Kokobushi has returned to us. Our sibling has yet to stir from his somnolent slumber. Buki? Bends over him. His etheric channels have contracted. They're barely sufficient to sustain the flow of his life force. If we do not increase his capacity for aether soon, his vitality will drain away completely. He pulls out a potion. A yellow potion. My mana amplifying potion. Its potency is limited, but it might just be enough. And Buki gets up. I see the battle ended, as I expected. You did it, Kokobushi. Your alchemy saved him. And we would not have prevailed without you, Berkai. We will bear our brother back to the Ojiri. Pray meet us there that we might properly express our gratitude. And they all cheer. God damn, 6 of them. There's so many Lolafellas. Back we go. Oh, that was a son of a bitch of a fight, though. At least it ended on a high. I'll give the Thamaturge's Guild credit there. It ended on a damn good fight. There's the lot. Thank you, Berkai. After seeking refuge in the comforting shadows of the abyss for so long, I had lost sight of the blazing glory of which Thamaturge is capable. The raw power and audacity of your magecraft has freed my brothers and me from our self-imposed cowardice. We get thumbs up. And nods. And cheers. I thought Thal himself had his fingers at my throat, but this sensation of hard-won supremacy is strangely satisfying. As for you, Boosie, you are our brother and our respected colleague. I hope you never again underestimate the precious power you wield. Berkai, you have exceeded all my expectations. In recognition of your outstanding growth as a thaumaturge, I will impart to you one of the guild's most closely guarded techniques. Mana Ward is a defensive weaving of energies that blunts the force of any attack made against you. I am sure you can understand why we do not teach this secret to every stray hedge wizard who chooses to join our ranks. Now that you've experienced the deadliest threats and the joy that comes with their obliteration, I am certain you are eager to explore just how deep you might descend into the chasm of thaumaturgy. May your struggles bring you wisdom, and your wisdom bring courage. I, for one, look forward to hearing of your future thaumaturgical endeavors. Nod. We learned Mana Ward, yay us. Tales of Magic. There we go. Okay, and that's that. We'll move on to Pugilist later. Probably in a few days. Hope you all enjoyed this video. I have been Blind Ryan, and I will see you all next time.